Summerlin's inventory story. On this Market Watch, inventory is the story. If you've been watching any of my videos, you know that when it comes to Las Vegas residential real estate, inventory has been the story for quite some time. And I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm going to keep showing you information that tells you where we're going and where we've been, what's happening right now that you need to know. Even if you're just a little bit interested in what's happening in the Las Vegas real estate, this is the information that will count. I assure you, this is what you need to know. So check it out on the other side. Hey, what's up? Thank you for sticking with me here. I really appreciate it. If you're new, I am Rob Howe, Rockstar Realtor. That's because you are the rock star. If I work with you, that means we're putting your house on the market and we're putting it on stage to get the highest price, or we're going out and we're finding your dream home. We're going on tour. You like that? All right. Well, that's how rock stars are treated when you work with me. One thing I'm going to do real quick is wrap up the week. The Golden Knights are still in the playoffs, and my beard is showing it right now because I'm playing along with my Vegas Golden Knights. If you don't know, in hockey and a lot of sports actually, when they get to the playoffs, they start leaving the beard alone. They don't shave. Well, I'm going along with them. I hope they can get it done soon so I can trim this puppy up. But over the last week, we found out some information about what's happened with real estate in Las Vegas. From May to June, the inventory, once again, is the story, and it was down to 1.6 months of supply, and we went up. We went up by over $12,000 in the single-family residence pricing. The sales have been there. It was another busy month considering, and we did go up in value. So a lot of people were waiting for Vegas to go, are gonna have to wait a little while because right now it's going back up. So if you're one of those people that bought in the high, you're happy because, well, you just got a little bit of that, what you thought you lost back, okay? And I'm sure you're happy anyway because you also have a low interest rate and you planned ahead, didn't you? Right? You said, whatever's gonna happen, I know I'll be comfortable in my scenario. That's what most people did. Here's some information I wanted to jump right into. Contingent upon sale. It's funny because I was going to do a little segment in my video to show people when I see under contract show, which means the property, there's a listing, a designation that you can put on the multiple listing service that says the property is under contract, but you can still show it. That's telling the agents that they can still make an appointment and show the property. Well, what's happening there? Why would it be under contract show? A lot of times the seller believes that they maybe don't have this most solid offer until it's done. So they want to be able to get backup offers and still show the property. Even though a lot of people, once it's under contract, they don't feel like they're going to get a shot at it, which is, probably somewhat true. But if you really love a property and you're keeping an eye on it and you want to go check it out and it's under contract show, you can do that. But why is it under contract show? One of the reasons why is because of contingent upon sale. It's contingencies, folks. When the buyer has a property they still need to sell, there's a contingency. The buyer has to sell their property, let it close, and then they can purchase that property that they have that offer in on. And the seller has agreed to that scenario and made the contingency in the contract to work with that buyer so they can get it done, get their sale done, and then go ahead and purchase that property, get that sale done. There's other contingencies that can be there, but that is the most popular. It's not necessarily going to be accepted by a lot of sellers, but I'm going to show you something on here. If you look over here, there's a new designation right here, contingent upon sale. That wasn't there before. I can go ahead and search for just properties that are contingent upon sale, and right now there are only 27 showing up. There's not only 27 contingencies out there, but because this is a new designation, a lot of agents have not changed that in the multiple listing service in Las Vegas. They have not changed that designation. You're hearing about this first right here, right now. Eventually, this will tell us whether or not you can expect to get a contingency accepted by sellers. Okay, sellers in a hot market don't want to accept contingencies because it puts more things that have to happen in order for their sale to close. So it's riskier. The reality is that the under contract shows many of those are contingencies, but now we're going to start seeing the designation separately as contingent upon sale. I think that's important and helpful to people. And eventually, when all the agents start catching up and realizing they can do that, that number will definitely go up. There's not only 27 in Las Vegas. So I just wanted to let you know about that new designation that's in there, and it will help us. It is another metric that I'm going to want to use to be able to help my clients that might be doing a contingency. A lot of people moving from a different state, got to sell their property to move here. You need to know if your contingency can get accepted. That's going to help us. All right, so something I wanted to show everybody, the whole reason why this video is titled Summerlin's Inventory Story. The story is that there's short inventory, and I'm going to show you right now. When I go to look in Summerlin, I'm going to go here and find all my Summerlin properties. We're going to go Summerlin Hills. Oop, got to shift. Summerlin Hills, Summerlin North, Summerlin South, Summerlin West, and I'll even put in Sun City, Summerlin. Okay, folks, now I'm going to put 750 and under. There's a reason why I'm only putting 750 and under, because I'm also going to add in, if you want a house with a pool in Summerlin, detached, that means it's not attached to another property, or at least it's supposed to be that. Now, many agents get this designation wrong, so sometimes I won't put detached on there because an agent might have made a mistake and put attached even though it's not. But in this case, we'll just do that. There are 10 properties in Summerlin under $750,000 with a pool. That is extremely low, folks. That is extremely low. And two of those 10 are under contract show. So they already have a contract on them. The reason why I wanted to show you this, now let's look at the map, because the map's going to pop it up and show you. Look at that. There we go. We have them all right there. The map's showing us across all of Summerlin, if you want a home with a pool under $750,000 in Summerlin, you got 8 right now that you can look at potentially purchasing. All right, this is the story, folks. That is Summerlin's inventory story. Very low inventory. Now, if I go and I remove the pool, it does get better. It gets a lot better. You got 186 under. Let's just put single family residential. Of course, that's fine. 2-car garage. Let's say 2-car plus. How about something with a little size to it? Let's at least a 1600 plus. Most people like that. Not too bad. 151 properties. Let's see what happens when I go 3+ bedrooms. 124 properties. Still not a lot, folks. Under 750. I do see this as an issue. But you do have some options there. When you look at the new homes doing so well, that is why, folks. That's why they're doing so well. I don't know what else to say. It's just they're doing better because of that. And keep in mind, many of these homes in Summerlin, they might need updating. So anything that's updated is going to go very quickly. That's why the new homes have been selling. The builders are doing well. And they are not giving the same deals that they were, let's say, 6 months ago or even 3 months ago. You can still get some interest rate help from builders right now, but they're not offering a ton more of incentives because they're selling properties, okay? All right, now let's get on to the 7-day. I'm going to do a quick 7-day for you. The total amount of properties on the market right now, 5,309. That's down for sure. But I have some light that's starting to gleam at the end of the tunnel on this 7-day market watch right now. This 7-day market watch tells me price increases have gone down. We have less than 100. That's the first time in several weeks we've had less than 100 price increases. The price decreases are also a little down, but they're still up there. We got 476 of those. It is much more popular for people to price their property too high and then bring down the price than to price it too low and then raise the price. That happens a lot more. I'm not saying that's a good idea. That's a bad idea. But people do that, and they clearly, still want to sell, so they have to drop their price. That's what they're doing here. And they have been doing that. This kind of always happens, really. But let's get into some of these numbers real quick. We have 1,097 new listings back on market and coming soon. Okay, 1,097. That's actually up. We're starting to see a little tiny bit more inventory come on. 839 new listings. That's more than I've been seeing by just a little bit. And I'm going to get to a number that's even more important. If you're looking for a change in the tide, to see a little bit more inventory, think it's starting to happen just ever so slightly. Let's see here. We got 1223 under contract show. And as you know, some of those are going to, as I just explained, going to be contingent upon sale. We have under contract no show, withdrawn conditional, expired, and the new designation, which is contingent upon sale. A total of 1223 there. That's inventory that you're really not getting to. It may come back. The contingent upon sales may come back, and the under contract shows may come back available to you. But more than likely, that inventory is gone and not really something you're accessing. So we keep an eye on those numbers. And if those numbers were to reverse a little bit more, where you're seeing more new listings coming on and you're not seeing as much of this inventory that isn't available to you, and this big one sold 648. That is more than 150 properties less in the last 7 days that have sold. We were in the 800s. It's now 648. That's the lowest week that I can recall that I've been doing my 7-day. So it tells me that we could have a few less closings happening, folks. If that is the case, the inventory might start to rise because we're not getting as many closings. Look, we're still really low on inventory. So this isn't going to change things drastically yet. But if I continue to see that we have these happenings in the 7-day watch, you're going to know, you're going to be the first to know. That's why I'm doing it. This is like, instead of getting your monthly update, you're getting a weekly update of what's happening. That's why I find this important. Lastly, I'm just going to say, I think rates are going to stay the same as far as the Fed is concerned. We're going to find out this week how they feel about it. I doubt they'll surprise the market and do anything in June. There's a possibility and talk that because things have been still pretty strong, that the Fed may decide that they want to raise rates in July. Look, if every place was like Vegas and the strength that Vegas is showing, I think the Fed would no doubt, they would actually raise rates this month. And so what's going to be the story? We want to find that out as we go along. It will represent a Fed pivot just by the fact that they don't raise rates in June. So if that happens, that is a change. They're basically going to kick back and watch, and they could decide to shift it into higher gear in July and even do a half-point basis raise. And that would be not exciting, but it would mean that the Fed feels like they're not getting a handle on inflation, which affects our real estate market. I still believe Vegas is going to be very much standing tall in the long run. It could slow things down more. It would add to more inventory as we get out of the summer. And so if you're looking to be a buyer in a better market for you, that could be an opening. The only thing is you're going to have to work your rate down if you're using a loan. You're going to have to figure out how to do that. I think that will be something you'll want to do. There's several paths that you can take when it comes to that. So if you're interested, here's my number right here. You can call me anytime. You can throw a rock through my window. I don't care how you get a hold of me. Just get a hold of me when you're ready. My email's in the description. And also, if you're interested in the absolutely fabulous area known as Summerlin South, I have videos on Summerlin South there you can check out. There's a link in my description to that. And you can check out what inventory is available in Summerlin South on my website, LasVegasRealtorRobHowe.com. That's also in the description. Listen, folks, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy this video, tell me why. Tell me what you disagree with. I really love when people interact with me here, and I'd sure love to get a Go Knights Go, or
hey Rob, you suck.
Whatever you like. Tell me what's up. Either way, you get a gold star for making this far. And hey, have a great week, everybody. I'll see you on the next video. It's getting exciting. We got a lot more coming. We're going to have some changes, and I'm going to be the one to bring it to you. Thanks for checking me out, folks. Have a great day.